How's it going, everybody? Seth here. We got Andrew and Kirsten on the other line. We're going to play some Roll for the Galaxy. And I think we're just going to hop on into it. Does this have any... Where'd my rule book go? I don't think this has any starter rule, or, like, first player rule, does it? Well, I guess it's mostly simultaneous anyways. So, yeah, are you guys picking your starting, what you're doing with your starting two things?
I've got mine set up.
Working on it now.
So I get 3 dice. I get a purple die. A red die, and 2 more red dice. Did everybody get their starting dice?
Is that... Oh, sorry. Is that just what's denoted by the cup?
I believe so. Yeah, it also says underneath. I'm not even trying to read the symbols, just like race.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I get a blue novelty into my cup at the beginning of the game. And I get a purple person hailing a cab. What's the symbol?
Military. Novelty. Ground air element. Right, that's the green one.
Why do I only have... Oh, I do have 2. They're just stacked. Okay. All right. So then... Let's see here. We're just going to roll, assign, reveal, do the phases, and then manage the Empire, huh?
Yep. Okay, so I'm supposed to have 3 white die to start, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. I totally forget what the ship.
The ship lets you transfer goods.
Okay.
It takes a good from a world in the player's tableau and either trades it for money or consumes it for points.
And let's see, I can burn a dice to dictate and reassign one.
Yes. Okay, I am ready.
I believe I am also ready.
I believe I am too.
Oh, I guess... Yeah, click the ready. Alright. Wait, you guys didn't assign anything to a thing.
Sorry, what are you supposed to do?
You have to assign it to a phase.
It's just one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, to make sure that that occurs this turn.
Yeah, and it also counts as that symbol. So what we have?
Okay.
We have develop and Kirsten also settled. Okay. Okay, so now we'll slow this down so that we're all on the same page here. So we are not exploring, so we are going to develop. So if you have a develop tile, you can place any of your develop dice on that tile.
Okay.
I guess you must place. And then once the number of developers equals the topmost development's cost, the number in the diamond, it's complete, and you move it to your tableau.
Okay.
And since I don't have a development thing, I cannot use it, so it goes back to my cup. Oh, and also keep in mind your dictated dice, or the die you use, the die you use to dictate, as well as any dice in phases that are not being used, go back to your cup.
Oh, go back to the cup, okay.
Okay, so now we settle, which is the same thing. And I will settle my former penal colony. And remove any one of my dice and gain a military red die into my cup when I place this world. And I
In
will...
case anybody wanted to know, I settled the deserted alien outpost, and I'm getting some alien technology.
I developed jump drive research, but not a jump drive.
I found a novelty at the Star Nomad layer. Whatever the heck that means.
Star Nomad layer. Oh, you built a lot. So you could build 2 things on one turn?
Yeah, basically you go through the stack. So, since this was at the bottom, I placed one here.
Okay.
I smashed that like button and settled planets.
How'd you have more than one planet?
Because I didn't use my other one as a development.
You have to.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
The starting setup, you have to have one development and one world.
okay.
Kirsten, with the rules coming through.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm like, wait a second.
Okay. Well, then I get those back. Oh, we should have explored so that we could get money. So,
Well, I was hoping somebody would ship so I could.
so you get 1 die back from your citizenry for each money you have.
Sorry, say that again?
It costs one credit to get a die back, and you have to spend as much as you can.
Okay, so I have to spend 1 to get 1 die back
Yes.
from my citizenry?
Yes.
They don't just return automatically?
Nope, you gotta pay for them.
My little person doesn't fit properly on the...
Yeah, it's like set weird. Either way, it's gonna go back to 1 anyways.
That.
Okay, so I get to return 1?
Return 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess I could have only used one die. Alright, is everyone... I believe that's a round.
Does everyone have like no dice left?
No, I have a bunch,
Correct.
because I start with a ton.
I
Have you?
only have 3.
Okay, I only have 3.
I have a ton, and I only was able to use one.
Yeah, I used 4 of mine. Okay.
Alright. So you can go ahead and hide again. Roll your dice. Oops. Okay, cool. That's
Is there a
scripted.
point to hiding? I guess there is a point to hiding this. Never mind. I understand.
Yeah, and so you'll take all your dice and put them underneath the matching symbols, and then you'll activate a phase, or you'll choose a phase to activate by moving any die to that phase. It doesn't have the symbol doesn't have to match.
Okay.
And the buttholes are wild. Let's see. Okay. I am ready.
Ready.
Yep. Same here.
Okay. So your dictate die goes back in the cup. Any die that is in a phase that will not happen goes back to your cup. And then...
I mean, yeah, this game's easy if you have 150 dice.
To be fair, I only used one of them last turn.
I mean, you're doing double the things.
And I guess I did start off with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, Explorer. You can either scout... For each Explorer, you can either scout to gain a tile, and you can discard from your construction area to draw 1 plus the number of tiles discarded. Then you'll put those underneath your construction piles, or you get two galactic credits for each explorer you use to get money.
Okay. So can I do both? Can I get 2 galactic credits?
Yes, it's per die.
Okay.
Where are the... Oh, there they are.
And then I'll grab 2 game tiles.
I will get 1. I'll do that.
Okay, so I put it at the bottom of my stack.
Yes.
It's not necessarily easy. Okay.
Oh, and the game ends when, what, somebody has 12 tiles? Or all the victory points are gone?
Is there an easier way to put things at the bottom of the stack? Oh, I guess, yeah, I see. Just drag. Okay.
So now we'll move on to develop. One, two, three, four. Okay. And then I am, I guess, done once I bring 3 dice back. Are you all good, Kirsten?
I did my export duties.
Nice. I haven't even started thinking about production and shipping.
Yeah, well, I'll be doing so then. Yeah, are we done developing? Can we move on to shipping?
Yes.
Nice. So I'm going to ship this alien technology, which gives me 6 credits, but then my export duties that I just developed give me +1, so I get 7 credits. Yeah.
All right.
Well, darn.
All right. Pay for your dice. You have to pay for all of them, Kirsten.
So I was trying to remember. I thought so, but then I couldn't remember.
Yeah, you have to spend as much money as you can.
Okay, so all 8. So I have 1 dice left over.
All right, and then roll. We'll just do this ad nauseum. Okay. Yeah, it's not nearly as bad as that one video made it. I mean, and I didn't think it would be, but I could not grasp that cool stuff had to play.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, the rules insisting on referring to everything as anything other than just purple dice.
I don't look at
Purple
symbols. I don't look at.
Yeah.
I just look at. I read the bottom of the tiles, and then I don't even think about these dice are only colors.
Yeah, and I think like the way it says for the blue planet, gain a novelty cyan dye into your cup at the start of the game. I think that's all the flavor you need.
Yeah, the only problem is that that's like in the teaching, in the rules, as it's teaching, and it gets so lost.
Are we ready?
Just waiting on Kirsten now.
Oh, I clicked the button.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna get 4 cash money. And I'm gonna develop. And then that's not used.
I can take. Where do you draw the
Planets?
tiles from?
Right here.
Okay.
From the moon. 5 dice back.
I mean, I'm never going to be able to do anything. I just take too many turns with 2 or 3 dice. Where does it say how much money you get per...
In the rules. It's a sign. Right here. To stock, add 2 galactic credits to your total. I think I'm good.
Yep, I'm good too.
Go ahead and hide. All right, and then I'm ready. Yeah, I was seeing it's fairly multiplayer solitary, and it is. And, like, the interaction comes from trying to figure out what other players are going to be doing so that you don't have to spend a die to do that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember how... I mean, I don't think Race for the Galaxy has a ton of interaction. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think, like we said last time, we were... Darn it. I was hoping somebody would explore.
I was hoping someone would develop.
Well, I settled. And I get a little bonus. Alright.
So I can choose any of my planets to put my produce dice on, right?
Correct. The color of the die does not matter. It does not need to match the color.
Okay.
But
You
if
can't put it on a gray planet.
Gray isn't rare elements.
No.
Why
That's
not make this
brown.
bag? Why not make this bag brown then instead of gray?
Agreed. I completely agreed.
this is it is brown on mine.
Looks gray to me.
It's brown on mine.
Yeah. The bag is definitely gray. When you pull the dice out, it is a brown dice. But
If the color does match, though, you get an extra point if you convert it to points when you ship. And if the ship matches, then you get another bonus point.
Okay.
All right, I am done.
I'm good.
Oh wait, produce 1 good for each good. Okay, $1. That's good to keep track of. 1+ for each good on a novelty world at the end of this phase. Okay. I'm good too.
I assume this brown die is a good.
Yeah, that was what I produced.
Yeah.
That's correct, right?
That's what I assume.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters to do that for clarity.
Oh, sorry.
It probably doesn't matter. It was just whatever. All right. As we seem to always say, the scripting's nice.
Yeah, definitely. Hard to argue with scripting.
Are you ready, Kirsten?
Oh, I'm still thinking.
Okay. I didn't know if you thought you clicked it again.
Nope.
I think it's fun, but like I mentioned, or like we were kind of talking last time, I was hoping there would be more interaction.
I think the engine building is not... it's maybe not as rewarding. It's not as... You don't get your engine... I mean, now we've played through several turns, and if this were Race for the Galaxy, we'd be at a point where we were starting to get our engines up. One of the things that's so great about Race for the Galaxy is that the cards, represent your opportunities, and so you're always constantly looking at a lot of like planets and developments that you could be building. You just with a ton of opportunity, you get more cards to look at.
I will say, I think there's decent mitigation in the dice, and like it doesn't feel, at least to me, that everything is so, with as much dice as there are in the game, it doesn't feel super, super, super lucky. You can place you can place any die on any phase to make sure that happens. You can dictate. On the other end of it, though, with like the planets and everything, I just feel like I'm having enough fun going through motions, it feels like. Not necessarily, like you said, I don't feel like I'm building an engine as much as I'm just like, hey, here's what I'm doing, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like you have fewer opportunities than you do in Race. Or Puerto Rico. I mean, can't remember whether it's San Juan or Puerto Rico, which is the card game version, but...
San Juan.
Yeah, I feel like you have fewer opportunities. I mean, yeah, you have options to mitigate the dice, but you can really, I've just been locked in a using 3 dice per turn kind of thing. I don't think the dice add anything to the fundamental Race for the Galaxy Space Empire building system. I'm confused. Okay, so I'm going to ship these 2 goods, right? I've got 2 ships.
Yes.
And so I use this first white ship to sell my rare earth good, right?
Yes.
And it goes back in the cup.
Let's see here. You'll get... That's a blue novelty good, so you'll get 3 credits. Unless you want to consume.
Nope, I just want to sell it.
Each trade earns a player galactic credits according to the color of the good's world.
Okay.
So 3.
and then that goes to my citizenry.
Yes.
Goes to my citizenry. 4 is 9. And you gotta use everything, right?
Yes.
So if I only have 7 dice in my citizenry and I have $9, do I spend all $9 down?
No, you'll keep the difference.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna actually be able to have a decent turn.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Ready.
Yeah, same here. Great.
Very much.
Okay, this one's over here.
And then I am ready.
Yep. One thing I do miss from Race for the Galaxy is the And I know there's an ebb and flow of like producing and then getting the dice, but I really liked the ebb and flow of like production, like when you sold, when you traded, you sell all the goods you have. So there was always the like try to build up as many trade goods as you can and then sell them versus
sell in a
oh I
bundle.
need more. Yeah, versus oh I need more cards right now.
Yeah, like I
like
said,
that.
I honestly remember nothing from race other than
Oops, sorry.
what's up?
Development.
No one's exploring.
Nope.
Darn it. No one's shipping.
No one's shipping.
There needs to be like, am I missing something? Is there like a handy little chart, not in the rules, for goods?
The dollar amount is on the bags.
Oh,
near the box.
Okay.
I feel like you did this on the love letter cards, like for the Fraser set, but I do feel like one thing they could do is put little pips around the planet that would denote how much a trade good from that planet is worth.
Yeah.
So like the blue ones could have like 3 pips.
I think
There's like definitely design space to put 3 little pips right
some
there.
sort of indication. Because otherwise, I guess that's just something you have to know.
Yeah, or maybe I bet it's on the screens. It is on the screens. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the helpful little like trade prices icon, but that could easily go on your. They have space on this thing to easily go on there. Because you never go to 0, so they don't need that little 0 there.
They have the little hide areas, but I can see where Kirsten's placing her dice.
Yeah, I can see. They should. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they don't. That when opposing players hover over there, art. but
It
they
doesn't.
don't
Yeah.
hide cursor.
I mean, I guess I wonder how many instances that is a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it also doesn't seem like it's like just hide the cursor. Okay. Oops, I guess let me...
Oh, so we're not developing, huh?
I thought for certain Kirsten would ship.
I assumed when you guys I needed to explore, so I went with that option.
Oops, did I hit ready? No, I didn't. Let's see, what's a good...
Ugh. Are we agonizing over choices here? What are we doing?
Yes, I'm making decisions.
How many dice he got?
Yeah, a ton. I like just cannot get dice.
Thanks, Josh.
So yellow gets me 6. Oops, I guess I should do this.
I've spent this entire game rolling spaceships. I mean, seriously, like this entire game rolling spaceships.
That's too bad.
It's just I have to crank the dictate thing just 1,000 times. I am the dictator.
I'm gonna get 2 victory points.
I got 2 victory points too.
Wait, where'd you get
I
these
almost
from?
feel like the synergies are not as interesting, like just as I'm going through, as in race.
I would agree.
I'm confused why people get this like weirdly more kind of needlessly complicated version of Race for the Galaxy. Who plays this game?
How long is race?
I mean, I don't think very long. I mean, either San Juan or Race for the Galaxy, I mean, 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops with 3 players. I'm looking it up now. It says 30 to 60 minutes. Wonder what they say for roll for the.
I think 30 to 45. So you're not saving that much time?
I mean, they're lying.
To be fair, we always play long.
That's fine, but they're lying.
To be fair,
Yes.
every game lies.
But I don't feel like this is quicker or more straightforward.
Hey, Kirsten, where'd you pull these 2 victory point tiles from?
The top of this victory point stack.
Oh. Technically, we go until these run out.
I just didn't see those, and there was this giant stack. I'm like, oh, where are the victory points? I found that, so I grabbed 2.
This sprawled out plenty of victory points is hard to see.
Okay, but I know what victory points looked like, and I was just hovering over stuff until it said VP, and I said, that one's VP, I'm done.
Alright, what am I doing here?
This is scripted very well, though.
Uh-huh. The problem with exploring is that you will use all of those dice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Time to explore the crap out of this galaxy.
Bastards.
Develop this. Do that, and then it's gonna What are purple dice? Ships?
Just says consumption.
Yeah, they're consumption dice.
What does that mean?
You got the You got the consumption, the disease,
The ships.
the Oregon Trail. You have died of consumption.
They're ships. Alright. Is that one yours or mine?
That's yours. You got it.
Oh, thanks. All these tiles suck.
They all are. So that's kind of what I'm saying, is that I do think the synergies are better, and you get more cards in race. So you're constantly looking at
What does this
none of
mean?
these help me.
Add half of your total base reassign power development cost rounded up. What?
I had one.
I'm not picking that just for my sanity.
I had one that was like, it used the phrase, "When your dictate dictates your dictate."
Hey dog. Yo dog.
Buffalo, 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 buffalo. And I was like, okay. Guess I'll build this one.
There we go. Good thing that's at the very bottom. How'd you pick up all of them? Just click and drag?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Just click and drag.
Alright. Like a
Yeah,
normal
yeah.
person.
You have to drag a box around them.
That's easy enough. Okay. Well, didn't get any money there, but let's settle all these. 1, 2, 3.
No, you guess you don't get victory points for completing developments either, do you?
No. Well, you get points
Yes.
based on what the number
The
is.
worth at the end.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do each of the colored dice have different sides, or is it all the color? Oh, god damn, they do.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Purple
Where
is
that
ships.
listed?
Purple is ships. Red is diamonds.
Oh, but they've got a different. They've got different sides. Oh my gosh, each single one has different. Go away.
What do you mean?
Like the purple dice have different sides than the
Yes.
red die, which have different sides than the brown ones. Guys, we're just rolling and praying.
Pretty much.
They don't need to each have individual different thematic sides.
Then it's not thematic.
Oh my gosh. Oh, sweet.
Oh wait, why am I hitting ready? I'm not ready. How does it know? Oh, because I probably just re-clicked it. Alright. God.
Come
That's
on,
it.
people.
Oh my gosh, that's a serious field.
Oh, wait, no, that was... This should be a thing.
Still not
Also,
what I
I
wanted.
don't remember whether I had somebody there.
You don't even have planets.
Okay, I'm getting all my... I'm having a big turn here. I got all my dice. No, all ships. Sweet. I hate dice games. Just let me make strategic choices based on my brain power.
I think this is the last... When's the game over?
When all the chips are gone, or when all the victory point tokens are gone. Or when somebody makes...
Because I have 12.
Is that one of the end game conditions?
I thought so.
Well, then, Seth.
If either the victory point chip pool was exhausted, I don't know how. Nobody gets victory points. Or any player has 12 or more tile squares in his tableau, counting his double-sized faction tile as 2 tile squares. The game is over. So I have freed you both from your prison.
I know, I so appreciate it.
So, total each player's score. I know. Get the freaking counters out.
Wait, it's over now? We don't get one more round?
It doesn't say to.
Oh my gosh, I just got my big turn with 1,000 freaking dice.
You should have got it last turn.
Ugh.
You saw how many things I had. Don't complain, you hated this.
I have 0 points.
No, you don't.
Or no, I guess I got it.
You get victory point chips, plus equal to the cost of all developments and worlds. The numbers in the rhombi and circles do include both numbers from a faction tile. Do not include any tiles in the construction zone. And then 6 cost development tiles have a little special scoring thing in the top right of their tile.
Yeah. Nobody built any. Yeah, that was, I guess Kirsten built one. That was one of the things I really liked from Race, is that people always are building those. I mean, you just have more. I didn't even see one during the game.
That's because I have like all of them.
Yeah.
I have one that I was trying to build still.
I have 42 points.
Jeez, I have 22 points.
32. We're all just 2 10 parts working hard.
Spooky.
It's nice. It's spooky. Spooky.
It was fine. I don't have the remembrance of Race to say much about it. You obviously seem to prefer it. And I would give it another go. I just remember, I mean, when did that come out? I want to say that thing came out in 2008. And I played it at I played a learning game with other people that were learning it at a convention where I was just playing a ton of stuff, and I just remember not having the mental capacity for it. But on the other hand, I just felt like I was along for the ride in this. I feel like we've been saying this recently, or at least I have, but I won with 42 points, and I don't really know what I did better than you guys.
You built more things.
I don't even know if that... Oh, yeah. But,
I mean, we had 8. I had 9. Kirsten had 8, but she won. I mean, she beat me by a lot. I mean, one fewer.
Well, and I guess... What? She was... Yeah, I mean, I was 9 points... My 3 extra tiles were 9 points ahead of you and 6 points ahead of Kirsten. But, I mean, I feel like the biggest thing I did to win this was get randomly dealt my starting colony... Or my starting faction and colony, because it gave me... What? 4 more dice?
Yeah, I felt like the synergies were just not there as much as they are with Race. That was one thing. I think there's 2 main differences.
I think I cheated, so I have an asterisk next to mine, but maybe Kirsten won.
Well, then let me give you one of my little asterisks. Dice.
for being an asshole.
For being a butthole, I'm gonna put this asterisk dice on your score.
Because I think when I gave myself my starting dice, I didn't realize these went into my citizenry. Also, never use citizenry as a game term. That's like a fantasy world, in a fantasy game when people just make up consonant words. And you're like, what does any of this mean? Citizenry is just such a weird word to me.
Yeah. It's an odd... Well, it's odd because it's not really representative of... It's like for a game that uses all these weird terms, like, and insists upon using terms, and a blue dice is one thing when it's in your citizenry, and it's another thing when it's on... when it's a trade good on your planet or whatever. Citizenry is really odd because, especially citizenry, they have their hands up and everything. The iconography tells me they're ready to go. They're ready to work. They're ready to contribute to my empire. But the rules, they're not. They're hailing a cab to go home to sleep.
No, they're hailing a cab to go home to work. They're sleeping. I gotta get to work.
Yeah, I think, like, there's in race, I feel like the synergies are stronger, and you have more opportunities to put those synergies together by virtue of you just see a lot of cards, and you see a lot of cards, and so you see a lot of opportunities to like go down different paths. It's a game that you got to make the best of what opportunities you have been provided, and you're given a lot of opportunity choices.
Mm-hmm.
And then you decide which path to go down, what's going to be best, and everything. I'm not quite sure I understand what the dice add to this. I think was my main thing as we were going through. I don't dislike dice games in general. I think Tiny Epic Galaxies is a good example. That's one that I like. It has this kind of thing, but I'm not quite sure.
Well, and I don't remember when this came out. Do I still have Board Game Geek up? I don't. I want to say there was a time when everybody just made dice games.
Yeah.
And it might have been... Yeah, this came out in 2014. It might have been 2014 when everybody was just making dice games.
Yeah, I do wonder...
And like I said from the beginning, it feels like a game themed to Race for the Galaxy, not something that Tom Lehmann said, oh, I think, like, what if we made Race for the Galaxy a dice game? But maybe he did. I mean, maybe... I don't know. But it just doesn't feel... It feels tacked on a little bit.
Yeah, you know what's interesting to me is I kind of feel like Race, like, if you mashed the Race for the Galaxy core gameplay of cards are your resources, the whole game is just cards. You know what I mean? If you would get $5, you get 5 cards. Those 5 cards represent different opportunities. When you need to spend $3, you spend 3 cards, and you lose the opportunity to build those. Had they just kept that core gameplay, but instead of the choose one of your 5 phase cards and select that at the beginning of each round, and they replaced it just purely with this dice thing, you'd have a better game. I'm not quite sure if you would have a different game that you could call Roll for the Galaxy. You might call it Race for the Galaxy 2.0. But I do think you'd have a better game. I think if you just use the dice from this, I mean, obviously you can't do that because the improvements are, you know, either for all cards or for dice and everything. But if you did that, I actually think it would be a better game. I think maybe Race would be a better game like that.
Well, either way, like I said last time, and then swung and missed, I'll try and find something more interactive here. Just to give us something to do, yeah. I know I sent you guys... I know I sent you guys 3 games, but I don't remember what they were. Not that it matters, but... But yeah. Alright, well I'm going to close out of this then. So, thanks for watching. If you liked it, tell a friend. If you didn't like it, lie to a friend. Check out the links in the description below. Interact with those buttons, like, smash bell, whatever. Any little bit of support, super cool to see. Also, it'll let you know who's going live with what, when. Nothing tomorrow. I don't think anything Friday, but maybe. Again, hit those buttons, you'll find out. And then stuff over the weekend. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.